Viewers, a few days ago in Parliament, Dr. Alfred Dawes made some rather discriminatory remarks against Desmond Mackenzie, the Minister of Local Government.
Why are you still here at your age? You go home and play with the grandparents, man. Member. Go play with the grandchildren and agree.
Viewers, I would be the first to say it takes a real big man to see where he went wrong and can apologize for his mistake. And Dr. Alfred Dawes quickly realized his utterance about Desmond Mackenzie's age were out of order, and he apologized to Desmond Mackenzie privately and now publicly.
During the Standing Finance Committee of Parliament last week, I made a remark during a heated exchange with Minister Desmond Mackenzie. That remark referred to his age, and although I privately apologized to him, which he accepted, I still think that it is necessary to offer a public apology, as it was out of character and it is not following the principle that I subscribe to of first do no harm. It clearly upset him, and that was not the intention. Such exchanges, he told me, were really a part of the cut and thrust of Parliament, and I guess I will just have to learn not to replicate that and be measured in my responses. The second reason why I am offering this public apology is that it is a fact that Minister Mackenzie's grandson and my own son are not just classmates but friends, and I think that it set a bad example, and I would not want it to affect them or anyone else who would be looking on at the parliamentary proceedings. So again, I'm offering my unreserved and unqualified apologies to Mr. Mackenzie.
Viewers, I must say that Dr. Dawes did the right thing and he sounded sincere. Viewers, share your thoughts in the comments section. Wagwan, me viewers. Remember, this is Mekucha channel. Give this video a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and don't be afraid to leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Viewers, remember when Mark Golding was caught during campaigning in the general election with his hands scratching out his bottom, and Andrew Oldys used it as a political weapon at a JLP rally? Here is a reminder.
We don't believe in chaka chaka, and we never, ever, ever, ever. When I put my hand out to you to shake it, you don't have to think twice. You can take my hand. You know that we are clean-hearted and clean hands. We don't believe in chaka chaka. We come to you with clean hands. We come to you with a clean heart, and we bring clean words to you. Lord God.
So, viewers, I have a co-worker who lives in the community of Clermont Saint Anne. I remember her vividly telling me that the residents there, as far as she can remember, only vote one way, which is that they are die-hard PMP supporters, and she referred to a dog in which she said if you put a dog in an orange suit to run for the People's National Party in Clermont Saint Anne, that dog will win with flying colors. I begin by saying, in light of the disturbing, unethical, and unhygienic behavior of Mark Golding, the leader of the People's National Party, who was again caught on camera doing another naughty, disgusting bodily fondling in public, Viewers, let me drag your memory a bit. Remember during the campaign leading up to the general election, Mark Gordon was caught on camera digging out his body. Then he used the same hand that he used to dig out his body hole to shake party supporters' hands. Again, Mark Golding is caught on camera intensely digging out what appears to be food from his jawline teeth in the House of Parliament during the finance minister's budget contribution.
So Mark Golding was caught on camera yesterday digging out his face in a parliament, and as usual, the comrades were justifying his action. Now, let us look at what the Handbook for Parliamentarians as it relates to their conduct in Parliament says, the do's and the don'ts, right? Let us visit page 10 of said handbook, and it states in the final point, members shall not eat or drink in the chamber while the House is in session. The House was in session. It was an active debate, but Mark Golding was eating and caught himself wringing out his face. An exception is made when a member is making a contribution, which he wasn't, to a debate, or when a committee is in session and beverages are offered, which none was offered. So therefore, Mark Golding broke the rules of the Parliamentarians' Handbook, and as usual, and this is not his first stint, comrades are trying to justify his actions.
Viewers, I believe Mark Golding's naughty mannerisms are unbecoming of a person who holds one of the highest offices in the land. And this type of behavior displayed by the leader of the opposition is becoming a pattern that the younger generation is watching and perhaps would believe that if Mark Golding can do those disgusting things in public, so can they. Take a listen to Nats from Jamaica Politics Uncovered, who sums up the whole incident of Mark Golding pushing his finger in his mouth to extract the food, then eating it back during the finance minister's budget contribution.
This is about Mark Golding's parliamentary behavior, which raises serious questions for me. During the government's budget presentation delivered by Finance Minister Favour Williams, cameras captured the leader of the opposition, Mark Golding, doing something that has left many Jamaicans, including myself, shocked and frankly disgusted. Right there in Parliament, while the Finance Minister was speaking, Mark Golding was seen digging in the corner of his mouth, extracting food from his tooth, it appears, and then eating whatever he took from there. Yes, guys, inside the Parliament of Jamaica, for many Jamaicans watching, the reaction was simple. What exactly are we looking at here? Let us have a serious conversation about what this behavior represents, what it says about leadership, self-awareness, and respect for our parliament, and why this moment has sparked such a strong reaction across Jamaica. I can't even repeat some of the things I've seen in my newsfeed on Facebook, people reacting to this video. So during the budget debate, Favour Williams was delivering a very serious national presentation. Budget debates are among the most important moments in Jamaica's parliamentary calendar. They outline the government's economic direction, spending priorities, and national development plans. While she was speaking, cameras captured opposition leader Mark Golding seated in the parliament, appearing to dig into the corner of his mouth and then place whatever was removed into his mouth. Now remember something important here. Parliament is not a casual environment. It is the highest legislative body in Jamaica. The behavior of members of parliament is supposed to set an example for the country, especially for young Jamaicans who are watching and learning what leadership looks like. We have seen young people, school children, coming to the parliament and listening and looking. And so the question many Jamaicans are asking is this the level of conduct we should expect from the leader of the opposition? Now, some people may say, oh, it's just a small moment. No, the reason this incident is gaining attention is because it reflects a broader issue of awareness and respect for the institution of Parliament. When someone holds the position of opposition leader, they're not just another member of Parliament. They are the alternative Prime Minister, the head of the opposition party, a symbol of national leadership. We have never seen any former opposition leader or prime minister did anything remotely close to this in our parliament. Everything they do inside that parliament matters. Their body language, their demeanor, their discipline, and their respect for proceedings all send signals to the public. Even the cell phone use that they do when people are speaking, very inappropriate, because it's like they've tuned out the speaker and they're not paying attention. Leadership is not just about speeches. What are you doing when people are speaking? Leadership is about how you carry yourself when the cameras are rolling and when they're not. And when Jamaicans see behavior that appears careless or disrespectful in Parliament, it raises legitimate questions about judgment and seriousness. The Jamaican culture is a culture of manners. That's how we grow. I've said this before when I was talking about another PNP MP, Alfred Dawes, who looked at the Minister of Local Government and said, what are you doing in here at your age? You need to go home.
And if you've watched the video until the end, thank you for watching. Until another upload, this is where I say goodbye. Goodbye.